right, let's talk about some easy jazz piano. We had our membership training this morning, but I thought I would jump on for a little bit, just a really short lesson on jazz blues. Let me stop this just for a second, make sure the piano is good. And if somebody jumps in the chat, let me know if the track is too loud. Make sure you guys can hear everything okay. What's up, Vicky? Good to see you. Okay, so when we're talking about easy jazz piano, there's a concept we've been talking about lately that the time is going by no matter what. So you don't have to play a bunch of fancy notes to sound good. And what I want you to do with the left hand is you're going to go 3. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. T, Manny. So you have 3, 5, 7, 9. That's your voicing you're going to use for C. And for F, use an F13. Remember the C9 wants to go to the F13. And in your right hand, what we often do is we get certain licks we do, like we've been doing a bunch of Ray Charles and things, and we dig in to one particular lick or a few different licks. And repetition is your friend, so you want to repeat those licks and ideas. Sort of the theme of this etude is that's kind of the main theme, and there are lots of other little patterns in here, but we can really focus on those. So if I play the first line, notice that it repeats again, then it does this, and it does a little minor pentatonic thing. So you have C minor, and you go right out of the pentatonic shape, and we like to break those up into 4-note cells. Then it goes back to our theme. Then it goes to the 6th chord with that sharp 5 or flat 13, and then you're here, then blues scale, and a nice little blues turnaround, and then it repeats. All right, let's turn on the track and have some fun with this. Scale. Now something really simple. Melody again. Oh, there's an extra measure in that backing track. For some reason, after it goes through a couple choruses, it does another measure before the tune actually starts again. Let's start this again. Let me check on the chat. We're going to go until we're going to go for another 10 or 11 minutes on this. All right, if you're enjoying this, make sure you put that in the chat. Comping to Jazz Trio is something on to work on. Is perfect. Well, I have the exact thing to help you, T. Manny. That is this. We've been working in our academy on this idea of picking certain specific rhythms. We actually addressed that this morning in the lesson, is that you have to, if repetition is your friend and you're getting these voicings together, notice that this etude has whole notes, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, but what you're going to do is you're going to get me the and of 2 and the and of 4. So this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So you're giving me 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the and of 4 gets a beat, the and of 2 gets a beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 4. And if you ever want to know how to get that swing feel, if you have your metronome going, all you do is you start counting on the beat with 2. 2, 3. So we have, let's say this is our metronome, and I go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So let's do that again. Let's say you have a metronome going. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you get that swing feel automatically. And then what I'm doing in the left hand is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So if I do this simple thing like C to D and I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, or I could go to the minor third. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now let me take it and give you another example that's even more amazing than just that simplicity of that. If you have the first 5 notes of the blues scale, da 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 da, and I know that my comping is going to be on the end of 2 and the end of 4. Watch this: 1 and 2 and. Notice that my F sharp gets the end of 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the way back down, my E flat gets the end of 4. 1 and 2. When I go to the F, it's the same thing is happening. And 4 and 1. And then what you can do from that exercise, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, is you can start backing off notes. So we have this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and I could just go. Make sense? All right, that's a great exercise to practice. I would encourage you to do that in pretty much all keys, or you can start with C, of course, or go to C to F. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So notice that the 1 is not even going on the left hand. All right, let's turn on the track and go back to the etude, because it's always nice to have a little roadmap, something to help get you through all this stuff, and that's why I love to create all these courses. To that ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Now on purpose right now I'm doing whole notes on the left hand because we're really focused on the right hand. Okay, let me give you another tip that's so important is we had this etude, and of course I just played it through at the beginning of this lesson a couple of different times. And I showed you that the idea is the main lick, that works over almost the whole song. And then just then I was showing you a couple different blues licks you can do from Blues Volume 1, or just any blues lick that fits under the hand. We know that the first 5 notes of the blues scale works over the entire blues, or you can play your A blues scale, that works as well. But here's what I want to do is to think about how I'm using my practice time. If I have 10 or 15, 20 minutes, I want to pick a specific goal, in this case C blues, but that's my theme. And what am I doing? I'm doing like a pentatonic thing and going up to the minor third. So if I was in the key of F, so I'm already thinking like, what would I do if I was doing it in a different key? But there's my main theme. And other than that, I'm just thinking simple blues. And remember that the time is going by, so there's no need to feel like you have to play a million notes. You're just focusing on a goal and having fun. I could play the whole blues just hanging out in this area, and let me demonstrate that right now. I'll just hang out on the first 5 notes of the blues scale with my simple voicing. So we have... I kind of like that as a blues by itself. See how we're getting some themes going? Now how about this? Let's go back to my new theme. This. There's our theme, right? I'm going to stay on that theme just to show you that it works. Blues scale. Extra measure. Just the blues scale. I want to get that work in. Blues scale with the minor third. All right, now let's go back to our theme. Here we go. Time's going by. And 2 and 3 and 4. Top half of the blues scale gives you that minor third. Tritone gives you a nice little effect there. Extra measure. Let me stop that. All right, guys, I'm going to have to run in just a second, but if you've enjoyed this lesson, let me know in the chat. And I'll give you a quick little important way to practice. Just kind of a quick recap of what we talked about. So this one idea from this whole etude, and I was mainly doing the lick. That's something that'll transpose and work in any key, but I'm thinking 5, 6, root, minor third. What's up, James? Good to see you again. All right, the next thing is that you had this idea of this comping 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And the way you're going to get that, give me the first 5 notes going up and down. You're welcome. Just like this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then you can start backing off. 1 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And as far as the whole blues etude, when you start doing your comping, instead of just 1, 6, like is on the chart right there, has all the things, then you start going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. And so I'm anticipating everything, but it's on the and of 4 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Right? Pretty cool stuff. Have fun with all of this, and I'm always looking for the next person to sign up for our academy. So if anybody's reading this, we had 2 more people sign up recently. We had, well, Gil signed up last week, and he was a member of Chord Academy. And so we've had a really nice influx of new people who have switched. Some of them have switched over from the Chord Academy to the main music academy, but it's really fun. It's such an amazing group. This is the kind of stuff we do. Monday and Thursday are exactly what we're doing. Chord Academy is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And this morning we did all kinds of Ray Charles licks over the blues, and we also did different really improv ideas that you can do. But it was a really fun thing. And then we wound up doing our White Christmas. So we're talking about how to play White Christmas, how to solo, how to use blues licks and all these things. So just keep that in mind. I'm looking for that next right person to join us, because it's worth every penny, and it's everything from beginner to advanced, but it's all done in a way that you kind of go at whatever pace you're working on. I guide you through all the steps. All right, enough about me, but it's all about you guys. Have fun. James, good to see you as well. T. Manny and Vicky, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. By the way, if anybody does want to sign up, there's a link in the description.